Hey, welcome back to the channel, you guys. I want to talk about Valve and their Steam Deck again. And this is going to be, I've been dropping videos about stuff about, gaming stuff. But man, this thing is just, this is a, this thing is just amazing. I mean, Valve I just dropped a video about, the Joystick Award. And they won the best hardware, best hardware something, as far as the handheld. But I want to talk about PC. So you guys know I don't play PC games, but then now I do because of this bad boy right here. And I want to talk about how Valve introduced me to the PC world, because I was always interested in the PC world. So I just want to say that I know that one of these days they're probably going to come out with a Steam Deck 2. Now the only handheld that I'm going to buy is I'm going to get that Switch 2. I'm definitely buying the Switch 2 because I just want it. I do. So by me playing this game, this system right here, and being able to get into the just all the games that are on Steam, and I had a Steam account, and when I bought this bad boy, I still had my Steam account. I was like, oh, because I had a Steam account on my laptop, and I dabbled into the PC world, but I just never was interested in it. And I kept watching down through the 3 years, just stuff about this. And I kept saying, man, that thing is pretty slick, man. That thing is pretty slick. And one day I just decided to buy it on the mark. And I really thank Valve, the company, for making this. Seriously. So where am I going with this? Where I'm going with this is this. Since I got this, I have no need to get 2 monitors and put them on a shelf. I have no need to have the little TV, the screens that how everybody gets their little PC screens. Some of them are curved and all that. I've seen some people's layout. It's just amazing. One guy at work, man, I know a couple people that's got some. And they're awesome. They got the tower over here in the corner, and it's got the lights. And I told you guys in previous videos about how I walked in some people's house, and I don't have PC. I never got into the PC world. I was strictly a console guy. And I was like, golly, man, that thing is nice, And then they tell me about all the settings and the graphic card and stuff like that. Where am I going with this? I don't have to do all that because I got this bad boy right here. So I don't need to sell all my physical copies. I don't need to ditch Sony, and I don't need to ditch Microsoft. Now, here's the thing. Last night, I wanted to go to bed, and I actually wanted to take this to bed and play this game right here, right? So I didn't. I decided to go ahead and give me some sleep because I'm very active. I'm getting ready to do some cardio after I get done with this video. But the PC world is a new frontier for me, as far as I'm concerned, and I've never dipped my toe in it. I played a game on PC called Crystal Maze, and loved that game. And it was fun to play. It was like I just love that game, and I had it on my I had a desktop computer, and I stopped buying those. I got rid of all the desktop computers I got. It had the little tower and stuff. You had to put the CD-ROMs in and all that, or you could play CDs on it, but I don't even think they make them anymore like that. Because most PCs that you buy now, they don't have no disk drive. But back then, when I had my computer, I had the screen, I had the little tower, I had the keyboard, and I had a couple of speakers, but I just downsized to a laptop. And then my phone, I got a Galaxy Ultra S24, the latest version. That phone that's one thing I do is I always get the latest phone. I know I shouldn't, but I do. I have to admit, I do wait till my phone is at least going on 5 years before I decide to upgrade. So my phone that I got right now, which is this phone right here, I'm happy with it. Now, if they can come out with a Galaxy Ultra 24 slash upgrade point two, I ain't getting it. I ain't getting it. I'm sticking with this right here. So uh, I have no reason to have any issues with my Microsoft Xbox Series X. I have no issues with my Xbox 360. I have no issues with my Xbox Scorpion because they only made so many of those. Project Scorpio. And again, Sony and Microsoft are putting a lot of games in all these companies are going multi-plat. They're going because they want to make money at the end of the day. They want to make money. So I have never really been that I only buy Sony. I only bought, Microsoft. Now with my boys, it was just me and my three boys at one time. I got 5 kids all together. 2 of them I didn't raise, and my daughter, her mom and her stepdad did a good job with her, and then my son I just met a couple years ago, his mom did a fabulous job with him. And he turned out he's good look. I love my kids, but anyway, I just I never raised my kids to not like Sony, not like Microsoft or Nintendo. You know what I mean? So the only thing is that this is the final frontier. And you probably, a lot of y'all say it is the final frontier because I never really dipped my toe in the PC world. I always bought a couple games on PC because people were much younger than me. This is like, golly, man, this is way back in early 2000s. I had people sit down and they tell me about games. And I sit down and go, I ain't never heard of that game, man. I said, well, you have a Steam Deck account? I go, not really, man. I said, I only play on Sony. I only play on PlayStation 3 at that time and Xbox 360, I said. Or Xbox One or something, because I always keep all my consoles. And they said, if you open up a Steam account, and they said, really? I said, breakground. So well, how you open up? And they told me about it. So I went home and got on my laptop, my computer at that time. I don't have it no more. And I opened up a Steam Deck account. I've used it a couple times, but I never had it. But when I went and got this, it asked for a Steam Deck account. And I typed my name in, and it found my old freaking Steam account, man. Freaked me out, man. It was crazy. I was like, man, there's my actual old Steam account. Thing is old as dirt, Not like that, But guys, I know I've been ranting and raving about this thing, man. But what I'm trying to make a point about is I'm not that guy that's going to sell all my physical copies just because I got this. But I am that guy that now I can. This is the reason why I dipped my toe into the PC world, because this introduced me to the PC world. This right here, thanks to Valve doing it. And yeah, I heard about Valve making other things and they dropped the ball. They ain't dropped the ball on this. They ain't dropped the ball on this at all. Period. Doing daggone good. And what I really think they're doing with the Steam Deck too is they probably sitting there, man, and they probably sitting there and they're like, the technology is not there yet. The technology is there, but not yet. I would not come out with that Steam Deck 2 until they are absolutely sure, because I don't know what all goes into this thing, okay? So we all know that you got the chips, you got all this other stuff. Stuff's expensive, and they're trying to make it to where it's affordable. This wasn't cheap. These are over. Most of these handhelds, the Raleigh X with that one, I heard that thing looks nice. I don't want it. I have no reason to want it. I heard it's more powerful than this. And I know they got a couple more handheld systems out. But this is the one I wanted because I just wanted Valve. I just like the name Valve. And I like the name Steam Deck. And I also like the way it looks. But that Raleigh looks good. Nothing against the company at all. But when I look at this thing, I'm like saying to myself, what's inside here? What was it that had them get it to where they could get this thing to run this good? Yeah, I heard that there's games on here that looks like crap, and they're, like anything else, they're constantly updating and putting patches and all kinds of stuff. What's those things called? updates and uh, I forgot what you call them, but anyway, y'all know what I'm talking about. Where they put stuff in all these, like I can get on my Xbox 3, Xbox Series X, or my PlayStation 5, and they'll have a, uh, uh, something in there where it says we put this in there, and once you boot up the game, it'll go in there to make this game. It'll make this thing run better, and this thing. They're always doing something to make the game run much better. But you guys, this is a phenomenal. I mean, when I go to my library and you sit back, I only got 4 games on here. But you can buy so many games on here, man. It's just amazing. This thing's amazing. Steam just, Valve did a good job. And I mean, their storefront is just, it's just awesome. And you can go to store home. I've been playing with this thing, and people are right. You play with this thing long enough, and you'll find something on there that you like. But in the defense of Nintendo, ain't got nothing to do with this, because Nintendo is over there all by themselves, man, all by themselves. What I would like. This is my thing. What I would like for the companies to do is not worry about the other company. It's to focus on, it's like me focusing on something, and I'm so down in, and I'm almost there. And I'm bringing people over and looking at it. And people's like, my God, Vic, I think you're on to something. And I'm just like, man, I'm not thinking about Sony over here or Nintendo over there or Samsung over there. Because Samsung's even dipping their toe. And I'm going somewhere else with that too. Samsung is dipping their toe into making the handheld. So, what I'm saying is that if you're going to be doing this, I think Valve was so focused on making something good that they didn't care about, I'm not saying they didn't, I don't think they cared about Nintendo, Microsoft, Sony. They cared about how they was going to make this, because I have heard they had tried to make some other things and it didn't work out. But this did. After they had the first model and then they came out with the second model, I got the high-end model. It was a little expensive. But you know what? I like my toys. I don't do anything. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't go out no more. I don't chase women. I love my toys. I love my gym room. I got a good investment. I just, I thank God for everything I got. And this thing, and I know you guys probably say, man, dude, he must got a hard on for, Steam Deck. And I don't like using that, but I'm not being gross or anything. It's just, I do. I like this thing. I like all these games in here that are cheap. I even seen some site where they said, well, they can do that because they know that you'll never own the game. I don't really care. I ain't got time for that. Life is too short. Enjoy your life. Quit your complaining. Play your game, I don't know what all I can say about this thing. Like Hogwarts Legacy. I own that game. But you know what? I'm about tempted to buy this game because it's only $17 and so much cent. Because I can play in my bed, Let's talk about the battery life. I'm a very, 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 very busy man. Even at this age. At this age, I'm busy. I want to stay busy to the day I die. I don't want to sit around and be a vegetable. Yeah, I was lazy all day. It's raining outside. I checked the mail. That's about the highlight of my day. No, I went to the store. Yeah, I went to the store, which was shocking because I didn't want to go to the store. But I woke up this morning, I was like, holy crap, I ain't hardly got no coffee. I had enough coffee to last till tomorrow, really. But I got some backup coffee. But the backup coffee just is some emergency coffee just in case I didn't get to the store. I was like, man, I don't really want to drink that emergency coffee, man, because this the one here tastes better. So I was like, I went to the store. So I walked to the store thinking, man, this day before Thanksgiving, it's going to be rough in there. It was nice in there. I went in there at 9:30, got my stuff. It was pleasant. Boom. So I just, that's about the highlight of my day. But anyway, so you got Hogwarts Legacy on here for $17. You got Elden Ring for $59. I ain't into Elden Ring. And some people have made comments like, yeah, just because it says it can run on, they said just because they say it can run on on Steam Deck, it doesn't mean that it runs good. Now, do I know how to do all the settings and all that kind of stuff? No, but I will learn because after owning this, I have been playing with this bad boy. And this is a bad to the bone piece of machinery. Golly, man, they just did a good job with this. I just love the way it feels, man. Look, Uncharted Legacy of Thieves Collection, only $19.99. I own that on physical. Now, there was a YouTuber saying, I got rid of all my physicals. I got rid of my Xbox 3, my Xbox One X. Not that I'm putting it down. I got rid of all that stuff. I went to my Gen X, all these different type of names with these PCs. And when I looked at his PC and his monitor and his setup, he's got a bad to the bone setup. But I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. You know why? Because Valve made something that I could play anywhere, except for the battery life. I get that. But I don't have to go through, and this room is full of gym equipment. I got it decked out like a professional gym. I did a real good job. I made sure when I set it up, because I'm real particular. I got a PS5. I got an Xbox Series X. I got a Xbox Project Scorpio. I got an Xbox 360. I got a PlayStation 4 Pro. I got a PlayStation 3. I like all my systems, and I like all my games, and I like my physical games. And I am not getting rid of all my stuff just because I was able to be introduced to the PC world. But what the PC world introduced me to was the fact that it said, hey, you don't want to go out and buy all that stuff. We got a way you can play some PC games. And guess what? You don't have to go out there and buy all that fancy monitor and all those little, screens that you put up on the shelf and the keyboards and the cameras and all that stuff and the mouse and all that. We got a way we can introduce you to PC world. And how you think we can do that? This right here. You can play this right here. Now, don't get me wrong. It ain't gonna do what that thing can do. That thing is powerful. This is powerful within itself. But if you want to play a PC game and you want to be introduced to the PC world, then this is for you. If you don't want to set up a section to put all those, LC screens up or OLED screens up, and then you have your little tower over here, and then you have your keyboard there and a couple fancy fancy speakers and the mouse and all that. We got you, baby. We got you right here. If you don't want this, you can go get the Rally. There's a Rally out there, man. It's powerful in this. They also got another one called something else. And they also got another one out there called something else. Oh, wait a minute. By the way, Sony's going to possibly come out with one in 3 years. And don't forget, the Switch. Switch 2 is coming out next year. And you already got Switch. And Switch does play some games that's from different companies. You see where I'm going here from this? I know I was a little silly there, but I was just trying to break it down to you. I'm not getting rid of my game systems or my consoles, and I'm not hating on them because I dipped my toe into the PC world. This is the reason why I dipped my toe into the PC world. It's because this introduced me to the PC world. It opened my mind to a whole new world. It's like going down an unknown path, and you're like, I've never been down this path before. I've never been down this road before. Oh, we're in uncharted water if you're on a boat. So you don't know what's ahead. So I don't know what's ahead for the PC world because I have never been into the PC world. I've always been into the console thing. I know what I'm getting when I get to the console. I'm like, all right, I got when you bought the PlayStation 3, you know what games you wanted to get. You know what games are kind of geared to you. You watch the trailers, you're like, I kind of like the way that game plays. Or somebody tell you about, how the game plays, and you go to somebody's house and you play it, So I'm just saying that I thank you, Valve. I thank you, Valve, as a company. And do me a favor. Do not try to rush and make a Steam Deck 2. If you don't think that technology's there, because I really think what y'all's biggest problem is the battery. But for me, the battery is no problem because I only play this thing for 35, 40 minutes. And yeah, it gets a little hot. You got the fan right here. I just plug it in. Well, I have no problem plugging it in. I'm normally at home. I live a very, very simple life. My life is so simple, it ain't even funny. Even if I was, I'm not talking about relationship here, but if a girl got involved with me, she probably would have to be like, hey, dude, you're cool and all. You go to work and everything. You stay fit. I get that. You're very clean. You are articulate about stuff. You watch all the money. You watch your money like a hawk. I do. I really do. Things, the Lord willing, things will get better for me because I have slowed down on spending, But a girl be like, I'm out there. You just, no. Because my life is very simple. It is so simple. It might be boring to someone on the outside, but I thank God for my life because it's not boring for me. I'm at peace with myself. I'm not out here trying to pay for things that I can. I mean, you know what I mean within reason. But anyway, this, oh my God, this thing is just, I love this. They even got skins for this bad boy. So in closing, I know I was jumping around there. The Steam Deck made by Valve. Valve is the reason why I am now into the PC world. Now I'm into the PC world because I don't need to buy this and then go make room somewhere in this place to put up a desk and a couple of screens and put my tower and my keyboard and a cup. Because I know me, if I was to go out and do all that, I ain't lying, it ain't gonna be something cheap. I'm all about getting some quality stuff if I was to do that. But what Valve did for somebody like me, they eliminated all that by introducing me to the Steam Deck OLED. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't have to do that because I got all these games right here. Look at that. A lot of stuff's on sale. Now you might say, well, a lot of that stuff don't run that good on that thing. Well, that's fine too. I'm good. But if it don't, it just don't. A lot of this stuff is cheap, Obviously, I'm not gonna get no God of War for no $59.99. I particularly don't know if I like God of War or not. I'm thinking about giving that game away. But there's a lot of games on here I don't even know nothing about. And defense of Sony and Microsoft, I thank them too. Because they're porting all their games over on the PC world, because now they're making to where you can, Microsoft makes games, it can go over to the PC. Sony is porting their games over to the PC. So it's win-win, win-win, win-win all across the board. Win-win. There's nothing that you can't do that is not a win. If you got an Xbox Series X, it's got the Game Pass thing. Let's just say that. And you got the old games you can play on it. Because Microsoft does a good job of backwards compatibility. Boom. You got Sony. Sony puts out them bangers. Yes, I see all over YouTube. Oh, this 7th generation sucks. And it's just and it's probably true. But how much of that is because you guys are spoiled? Because I have no problem playing games. Like the other day, I played Little Hope. You know why I started playing Little Hope? Because I was dusting off my entertainment system. I got up there, and my entertainment system, I said, that thing got a lot of dust on there. Dang. So I got up, got me a little paper towel, and I didn't wet it. I dampened it. I said, I'm dusting stuff off, man. I have to look down at my PS5 Pro. And I remember I had got behind my entertainment system. I had rearranged some wires and I wanted to do something because I had this HDMI 2-port thing where you could plug a couple things in because most TVs only have 3 HDMI outlets. So I wanted to have multiple outlets. You have to hit one and click it over the other. Anyway, I must have unpowered the PS5 Pro and it wasn't powered, because most of your game system, except for the Microsoft doesn't have a light on. Sony always has these certain lights on to let you know it's still powered up. Microsoft, they don't. You just have to turn their stuff on. But I looked and said, man, this thing ain't even powered up. So I powered it up, right? So I decided to play Little Hope. And I uploaded a video of me playing Little Hope, and I was like, my God, this graphics look good on here. What am I making a point about here? Is that at the end of the day, you guys, it's up to the individual. I love playing games. When I can play games. There might be a time I don't play no game for I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks. And then all of a sudden I'll be saying, man, I ain't played that game in a while. I'm gonna play that game. I am all over the place when it comes to playing video games. So at the end of the day, I want to say a big thank you to Valve for introducing me to this bad boy. And I'm telling you, Valve, as a company, don't be rushing out because people want you to hurry up and make a Steam Deck. You let these spoiled, bratty people just play what they got and learn to appreciate what they have. Dang. You know, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be first in line for that Switch too. I played my Switch the other day and I was like, dang, I really like this little thing. You know, I just, I like jumping around and playing different things. It don't bother me. I don't look at my games consoles and get an attitude about something. No. Matter of fact, I think they doing all y'all. I think they doing all y'all a favor, to be honest with you, by going multi. You know, like saying, hey, you can play this game after a couple years over here. 3 years from now, you can play this game over there. I don't see no big difference because at the end of the day, I'm gonna still be using my Xbox Series X. At the end of the day, I'm still gonna play my old games on my Xbox 360. At the end of the day, I'm still gonna play freaking MotorStorm and LA Noire and Resistance Part 2 and a lot of those old games on my PS3. At the end of the day, I'm gonna still play those things. And at the end of the day, I'm still gonna play my PS5, my PS4 Pro, because I still got games for the PS4 Pro. And you probably be like, well, you don't have to play that. You can just put it in the PS5. I don't want to. I'll do what I want to. At the end of the day, I can put my PS5 games that I got just for my PS5. No, I'm not buying the PS5 Pro. I already got me a PS5. I don't need no PS5 Pro. But I did buy PS4 Pro. I got rid of my PS4, and I thought that was a nice little upgrade. So, at the end of the day, guys, I hope this is making sense. I like the fact that these companies are trying to keep us entertained, like the movie industry. Y'all know I like to watch movies. Like today, I just sat around the house and watched a bunch of YouTube channels. And speaking of the internet, you know how everybody wants to just put everything on digital. My internet was acting up yesterday. It was really frustrating me. Luckily, I couldn't get YouTube to play at all. I just kept playing with it, just wouldn't load. I unplugged the power, I unplugged the TV to the power, I unplugged the internet box, that goes to powers up the internet. I unplugged it all. Still couldn't get I couldn't get the YouTube to load up. I couldn't get Amazon to play any of the movies, like my Amazon Prime. So I got up this morning and I went to check. YouTube still wouldn't do anything. And so I checked my Amazon. Amazon started playing. And then I checked my bill. I was like, well, did I pay my bill? My bill was paid. Only when they'll send you a notice. I knew my bill was paid. I was just trying to see if something's wrong. But then when I got on there, they said, oh yeah, but we end up giving you an increase on your internet speed at no additional cost. Well, I'm like, cool, that's no problem. Thank you very much. It said that when I went to go pay my bill. But then I couldn't get YouTube to load up. So what I'm saying is that y'all out there that's so reliant on the internet, you need to be careful sometimes, man. Internet does have a knack of messing up. So all you people that's wanting to just throw away all your digit, and that's, do what you want. Do what you want. But at the end of the day, I want to thank Valve for making this. I want to thank Sony if you're going to make one in the future. I want to thank Nintendo Switch for their Nintendo Switch that I thoroughly enjoy, which I don't play that much. I'll be the first one to tell you, I don't play that much. But when I do, I like it. I'm not a type of guy that's going to sit there and come home and go, I got to do this, I got to do this. What I do is when I get up in the morning, I Bible study. And then when I do get home after work, I do work out. And I do my cardio. Like I'm getting ready to do my cardio after I get done. I'm thinking about watching a movie after I get done. Or I might play a game on here. Or I might fire up my PS4 Pro because I want to finish Little Hope. Or I might play Astrobot. Or I want to get on my Xbox Series S and play that one game I told you guys I like it's real old. BioShock Infinite. The last one with the girl when they're up in the sky. I love that game. I really do, y'all. I love that game. So anyway, this is my PC. I don't need nothing else. And I hope that, and I'm glad I got the newest version because, you know, the first one, first Steam Deck was just a regular LCD. I guess it's LCD, you call it screen. Then they did the OLED. With the OLED is really nice. And then I got the most expensive one, the one that's got whatever the gigs and all that. I don't know all that terminology, but this is a fine piece of machinery. I really am happy with this purchase, and I do not need anything else when it comes to the PC world. And yes, I know if I bought me a 2700 PC setup or whatever they cost and the graphics card, yes, I know these games would look pretty. I get that. But at the end of the day, I can play PC games on this. And now I'm not only have the best of all these worlds, I'm in uncharted water with the PC, and I'm very happy with it. So I just wanted to drop that video, and I hope it makes sense. I have no problem with my game systems, any of my consoles, any of my physical copies. No, I'm not getting rid of all my physical copies just because Valve introduced me to the PC world. Valve introduced me to the PC world because they said, hey, I know a way I can save you from buying all that stuff and space. Here, check this out. It's not that powerful, but we're working on it to make sure games can play on it. So anyway, thank you, Valve, for making this. And I am so, I love this thing. And yeah, I ain't lying. Y'all, I ain't lying. I'm getting that Switch too. I ain't gonna lie. I'm getting the Switch too. I can't wait till that thing. Well, I can't wait till it drops because I need the money. I'm only thing I'm getting is the Switch 2 in July. I'm getting that 77-inch OLED TV in July, if the Lord wills. Because in the Bible it says you're supposed to say, if the Lord wills, I will be able to do this and do that. So I'm not saying in July I'm going to do this. I'm saying if the Lord wills in July, I'm going to get my 77-inch OLED TV. If the Lord wills, I'm going to hopefully have money for that Switch 2. But in the meantime, baby, thank you, Valve, for introducing me to the PC world because I've always been a little interested. And now I can play some PC games. So hope that makes sense. God bless. And we'll catch you next video. We'll see you.